And next we have Rich Fassler from Bainbridge Island, Washington, who has been with us before, also not only as a performer, but he is also a host on this show. In terms of music, he plays at Bainbridge Island open mics at Fletcher Bay Winery and the second Saturday open mic also. And you could find him, you could hear him and see him, I think, at the Music Matters Showcase virtual open mic all the way from Maryland. But today he is here on Open Mic America. Welcome, Rich.
Thank you very much, Daphne. It's wonderful to be here on lovely Bainbridge Island. Actually, my first song, got two songs. They're both relatively new. This first song is about Bainbridge Island, and I moved up here about 3 years ago from lovely California because my wife wanted to move up here. And so this song, it starts out sad and dark, but like a Hallmark movie, it ends up nice and happy. So everything will be fine as we get to the end of the song. Yeah, so here we go. It actually starts off with a sigh. Well, it's another great day on the island of Bainbridge. Yeah, cold, wet day on the Puget Sound. Would it be too much to ask for a little bit of sunshine to warm my body before the sun goes down? In 2019, I was living in Cali. Yeah, it was a nice little house on a warm, sunny street. The wife said, man, we're moving from this valley. There's too many people and I can't take the heat. So we loaded up the truck but didn't move to Beverly. Nah, we headed up north towards the Salish Sea. Are we there yet, I asked. She said, stop that whining. We aren't stopping this car till we get to the island. Well, it's another great day on the island of Bainbridge. Yeah, it's a cold, wet day on the Puget Sound. Would it be too much to ask for a little bit of sunshine to warm my body before the sun goes down? So for 2 years I'm moaning, my wife says, bud, you gotta open your eyes, you're just a sticky in the mud. Yeah, the sun ain't shining, but there's so much to do. Just look around, man, if you're needing a clue. We got trails through the Grand Forest. We got walks around the shore. We got views of snow-capped mountains. If that ain't enough, yeah, we got more. Restaurants, wineries, and breweries, and great musicians too. Cool stuff from local artists, and a free museum of art too. Yeah, it's absolutely free. So after thinking about it, my mind started spinning. Was it time to move on and embrace a new beginning? A little sunbreak appeared and I thought, could I be wrong? That's when I knew it was time to rewrite this song. And it goes something like this. So it's another great day on the island of Bainbridge. Yeah, it's another fine day on the Puget Sound. You don't need a lot of sun to have a whole bunch of fun, 'cause there's so much to like about this little island town. Yeah, well, it's another great day. It's another great day. It's another great day on the island of Bainbridge. Come on over and visit and take the ferry out of town.
want to go.
All right.
Go there. I want to visit there.
Come on and visit.
Travel.
Actually, it is a big tourist attraction for Seattle. It's a 35-minute ferry ride. A big ferry. It's really great. A lot of tourista stuff, a lot of wineries, a lot of breweries, a lot of restaurants, a lot of trails. I mean, it's a beautiful place. Uh, but come in late spring to to early fall, because the rest of the time it's very gray and depressing. But so there you go. Okay, my next song, I actually finished the lyrics to this one Friday night. Nothing like waiting until the last minute. So here we go. This is called, what is this one called? Oh, this is called One More Chance. And this isn't dark. Sometimes life will find you, sometimes you'll find life. Maybe calm and peaceful, maybe full of strife. Can't understand what's going on. Feels like everything is wrong. But you gotta get one more turn, one more chance. You may not recognize this song, but get out there and dance. You can't predict the future, why, when, or how, but only you can make this difference now. Sometimes peace will find you, sometimes you'll find peace, but anger can define you unless you make it cease. Bad feelings always in the way, but black and white can merge to gray. But you gotta take one more turn, one more chance. You may not recognize the song, but get out there and dance. You can't predict the future, why, when, or how, but only you can make that difference now. Sometimes love will find you, sometimes you'll find love, but when you're not expecting it, it's like a gift from above. It's your special smile I see when you're looking straight at me. So I'm gonna take one more turn, one more chance. I may not recognize that song, but I'm coming out to dance. I can't predict the future, why or when or how, but only we can make that difference now. Yeah, only we can make that difference now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that line about not recognizing the song, but going out to dance anyway.
Thanks.
Wow.
Beautiful song, beautiful.
Well, Rich, such well-crafted songs, and the positive, the push toward the bright side, and the things can be better and will be better. You're all about that. You really are about. I mean, a man who's come from Los Gatos, Bainbridge Island, and has found an acceptance of that. I mean, by itself, I mean that puts you in a like
Thank you, Dave. Thank you.
So
It could be worse. I mean,
it could be worse. But
it
see,
could always be worse.
you see, I'm preaching to the choir. I live in Portland. It's the same way here. But in fairness, when a nice day comes and a
It's
nice weather
beautiful.
comes, you can't beat it because you're comparing it to what it was like.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyway,
I've come to accept it now. You know, after 3 winters up here, you know, as soon as we get to I don't know, early November, I mean, you just suck it up, right? I mean, it gets dark at 4 o'clock, but I digress. I love it here.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, I wanted to ask you a little bit. I've been thinking, about when people first start to play music. Those first couple times that you pick an instrument up and you say, "Wow, this is pretty cool." Talk about that a little bit if you have a little nugget of a memory from when you were a kid.
Yeah, I started learning guitar. I believe it was the summer between 8th grade and 9th grade, and my folks got signed me up for it was a group class at at the local music store in San Lorenzo, California. I don't think it's there anymore. Well, San Lorenzo is. I don't think the music store is there. And I remember there were about I don't know 7 or 8 of us in there, and we were playing these old beat up guitars, right? Because they were they came with the lessons while we were taking them, and it was just a fantastic experience. It just it, it was life changing for me because when you learn a musical instrument, and especially the guitar, and you can then, you get your lessons, and then you go home and you start playing, and you start playing chords and stuff, and then playing along with Beatles, songs and stuff like that. I mean, it takes you to another place, and I still say this today, and before my parents passed away, my mom passed away, I don't know, probably about 10 years ago. It was the greatest thing they ever could have given to me, is guitar lessons, and allow me to learn the guitar and get into music, and then it leads to, and I think, and this is really special for me. It leads to playing music with others and
Right.
singing with others, and that bond that you make, and it's just life changing, and it stays with you forever, right? I mean, you can be really great at sports and football and all that, but you reach a time in your life when you can't play football anymore.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
But as long as your fingers are working, and, your vocal cords are
That's
still
right.
there.
That's right.
And I'll tell you, my aunt, she died when she was 96, and until 6 months before she died, she had a great voice. She used to sing along. She lived in an assisted living place, and every few days they had somebody come in, and when I would go and visit her, she was singing with, I mean, she amazed people with how great her voice was. So I hope I inherited those genes, and I enjoy playing on the island here. I know a lot of musicians, and I know there's one of my buddies is watching right now, and he's going to be on in February, Eric Ackerman. So, yeah. So, a long-winded answer to your question.
Wonderful,
but
wonderful answer, and that's what I love to hear. Those stories, that journey that started with those kids in that room, just banging on those guitars and everything. It is magic, and that's why we're here. Let's face it.
Oh yeah.
And thanks so much for the work you've been doing for OMA. You've been a host and an interview host, and thank you for that. That means a lot. We're always stressed trying to find folks to step up and do these roles. So anyway, thanks. We'll see you next time, Rich.
You
Thanks
bet. My
again.
pleasure.
Bye-bye.
If you meet me at the corner of Russell and Albina, just about a block from Mississippi Avenue, I'll take you to a house where they hang carpets on the wall. And if we go there on a Sunday, there's a song I'll take you through.